What is up YouTube? Bunny Films here with a brand new video, and today we are back in Farming and Friends with an exciting video planned today because we are going to be going over the new roadmap that the developers just released for the game. We are also joined by a bunch of fans, so shout out to them. We have Kaz, we have Locopop, Locop, I don't know. We have, I can't see the chat, Hyan Bakubus, maybe, I don't remember the name, or I can't read it. But anyways, this is going to be a very fun video because I'm always interested in what the developers have planned for the game. There hasn't been a massive update since the start of the year back in January. You get a nice reminder of it whenever you join the game. It says January 27th. They added pallets and then a few other things. So nothing much has changed since then, unfortunately, but what we do have to look forward to is the roadmap they released. So I'll have a link to the roadmap in the description below if you want to read over it. However, I'm going to go ahead and slide it onto the screen where we can go ahead and briefly read it. So taking a look at it, you don't have any dates provided to you as to when these things will be released to the game. There's all sorts of revamps planned, and I believe the order is going to be from top to bottom. So we might be having a few more revamps before actual content starts getting added to the game. The most recent revamp they have announced that they are working on is the equipment revamp, and I have something really exciting to show you in a few moments once we finish reading over this list of revamp update things. But for now, let's continue reading. The next thing we can expect is a data revamp, some more behind the scenes stuff, nothing you'll really notice, a build mode revamp, which is going to be actually exciting because I don't really like how you build in this game. It's very tedious. Then you have the new player experience. That is interesting. So I mean, it's not really going to apply to any like older players in the game that have played it for a while. It's going to be mainly for new players, but hey, you can always start a new farm and have this new player experience they're talking about. And then finally, after all these little revamp things, you get down to major updates. There's going to be a graphics update, and they have these little pictures you can take a look at. Look at this. These are all reference images, not actual images of the actual graphics that will be changed, but it's the style they're going for. They next up have player choice, so the player will have freedom. Wow. I mean, there's some specific things they listed, but this is just a general overview of what could be included in this update. I heard a ding. I don't know what that meant. And finally, there are content updates. I mean, it's not a specific update mentioned here, but just in the future, they want to see more vehicles getting added to the game, more equipment, more buildings. And something really interesting is what it says here. So we also know that you need new content. So starting on July 1st, we'll be dropping content every 2 weeks. This means more vehicles, equipment, buildings, quality of life updates, and other small fixes. So this is interesting. Does that mean starting July 1st, which is in like less than 2 weeks, could we be expecting massive well, not massive, but like content drops to the game that add new vehicles and stuff? Oh my gosh, we have all these. Oh, what is that avatar? Un momento de demonetization. So now that we've read over the road of revamps, I guess I can call it that, the road of revamps, the revamp road, I don't know what you want to call it. Now we can anticipate the next update. So the next update is going to be the vehicle revamp update. It doesn't include any new vehicles, but it's revamping them to make them better because right now they're not good enough apparently. I think they work fine, but I mean a lot of it's going to be behind the scenes stuff that they change, so that's going to be nice. And what these revamps do is that it lets the developers add content to the game easier. So if they want to add a vehicle, they don't have to add all this extra code. They can just slap the vehicle into the game and be like, voila, you guys got yourself a brand new red truck. Beautiful. And even though the vehicle update revamp, whatever you want to call it, hasn't released yet, there is actually a game the developers made for you to test out all these new systems, which is where we are going to go into, and we might be followed by this little scary avatar behind me. So we're going to go ahead, switch games, and we're going to check out this new system that they will be adding into Farming and Friends. So we literally just spawned in and look what we see. It's a very nice map. I don't think the map has anything to do with Farming and Friends. It's just here for ambiance and testing out vehicles. My question though is, where are the vehicles? Menu. Spawn vehicle. There we go. Let's read the about. We need some knowledge. Also, what are these dots? Interesting. So, welcome to the Farming and Friends Equipment Testing Open Beta. If you want to play this, I will have a link to it in the description below. More realistic suspension. I'm just going to look at the things that are colored. New vehicle controller for feature expansion. Ready for feature expansion. New back-end vehicle service. So behind the scenes stuff. So the only thing we will really notice is the controls and the realistic suspension. Even though like literally the whole map of Farming and Friends is flat, I don't know why we need suspension. But it'll be a nice addition. Maybe if they decide to add like a hill you can drive up. So, please help us test by driving around in this experience. So, by playing this game, you're helping the developers test. So, the Scary Avatar followed us. So, look at this. Look at all these vehicles. Oh, we get points. I don't know how we get points. So, let's enter and start driving around. So, the suspension will definitely be tested by all the people that are following me like zombies, jumping on my vehicle like zombies for the apocalypse. So, look at this. The vehicle, the wheels bounce. That's interesting because that's suspension. Suspension makes you go bounce, bounce, bounce. Wait, no. It dampens the bounce when you go over a bump, I think. I don't know. It just works. So as you can see, there are points. I have 295. Oh gosh. I have 295 points. I don't know how I get more. You're staying off my car. I'm sorry, or tractor. I don't know how I get more points. But look at this person. Jeffrey Bezos. Amazon person. 18,000 points. I was like, did you just leave? I don't know how I get points. Okay, they're still trying to catch up to me. They caught up to me. Oh, nope, they didn't. Let's look at the new camera mode. We're in a glass box. There's no controls in here. That's a little concerning. We're going to try out some of the other vehicles. So, open the menu. We're getting hit by a car. Oh, okay, we're flying now. Look at these vehicles. So you guys can play this game and unlock vehicles for points. It's very exciting. What's this? It's a truck. It's a warning sign though. It's 40,000 points. That's going to take a while. So why don't we go faster in this truck? Get out of here. Get in here. Voila. And drive away. Oh, wait. Is it just the Cybertruck at 40,000 points? Oh, he isn't. This is the Cybertruck at 6,000 points. So how could it be at 40,000 points? It could be Rainbow Tractor. Oh, we're going so fast. Because I don't know. Do we get points for distance or just for existing? Like in seconds? They don't say. They really don't say. So why don't we, instead of going around this massive hill, we go into the forest? Look at this. Oh, and I also should be commenting on the suspension. Oh, look at this. It's a rock road. The suspension can be tested on the rock road. Wow. It's like the new Ford F-150 commercial. We have suspension. We have a big truck. But my question to the developer still is, why do we need suspension if the entire map is flat? Like, it's not like we can run over other players. It's not like we can go up a rocky hill like this. It's all flat terrain. So does that hint we will be getting better terrain in the future? I don't know. Instead of having flat blocks as grass, we will have rocks as grass. We will plow our plows across rocks for suspension. I don't know. I really don't know. So, this place is interesting. It's just a lot of driving around. If you want to play it again, I will have a link to it in the description below where you can test out the suspension for vehicles. Now, why don't we go ahead, hit some cars really quickly. Wait, hold on. I mean, I wonder if they changed the steering. It seems like less responsive. It's a big truck. It seems less responsive, but at the same time, like, more realistic. So I don't know if that's just like, okay, we stole the pink car. So like, yeah, it seems like a little bit of a delay, but I mean, for like the realism, I guess. I'm just like comparing it to like how vehicles are right now, which is less delay. But I don't know, maybe it's just in my head. Okay, so now we're going back to other Farming and Friends. So here we are back in Farming and Friends, and we are also here to conclude today's video. But before you do go, I want to hear from you and see what you think about this update. I mean, it's not really an update, but like the future update to the game. Does it really matter to you, the suspension of vehicles and like how well they drive, or do you just want to see more crops getting added to the game? It'll be interesting to see what you guys think, because as the developers did announce, like starting July 1st, they're going to be having it's like a bi-weekly thing, once every 2 weeks, not like twice every every week, so bi-weekly updates to the game adding new content. If you want to hear all the coverage about those updates right in the moment, I don't know what that means, but right as they drop, be sure to give this channel a subscribe, because I am here to give you all the Farming and Friends knowledge that you need. We also do have the new farm we have been working on, and working on some sort of like new player starter guide, especially for like, I don't know, it's for new players. So I'm working on the new player starter guide to give you guys an idea of how you should progress in the game to maximize your efficiency and your time. So that'll be interesting. I also have a new microphone set up, so it might sound a little bit differently. It has an arm and it's in front of my face now. My mic used to be like 8 inches away from my head. Now it's like 3 inches. So we can speak more crisply, like a crispy potato chip. So that's it. I hope you have a good day. Stay tuned for more Farming and Friends videos. Play anything you saw on the screen with the link in the description below, including this magnificent game, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!